E aí galera, beleza? RB Ghost aqui. E hoje galera, estamos aqui para continuar a nossa série de Not for a Broadcast, tá certo? Se você não viu as lives anteriores, vai dar uma olhada.
Mandou mensagem. Dormiu o dia todo.
Meu
Tá fazendo trabalho.
Deus.
Tá fazendo trabalho.
Vambora. Bora continuar a campanha. Dia 154. Deixa um like aí. Vambora.
Eduardo, já daqui a pouco tá aí. Já saiu, cara. Nova palhoça. Ah, não.
Pouco a pouco, o bip compassado
De
do
moto,
monitor
né?
cardíaco traz você de volta à consciência. Olhos abertos, você é saudado por um semicírculo de rostos preocupados. Cadê? Deixa eu só... Ao seu lado, sua família. Uma visão tranquilizante deste novo ambiente. Você pisca algumas vezes para espantar a sonolência e colocar todos em foco. Olhando melhor, o semblante de cena é uma mistura de angústia e frustração. Vocês não têm se dado bem ultimamente e Chris também não colabora. Ao ver aquela expressão amarga do rosto de Sam, fica claro que vocês não morrem de amores um pelo outro. Enquanto Sam está claramente preocupada com você, a família, cara de poucos amigos, é óbvia em ambos os rostos. Tá, agora vamos ver. Você estende a mão para Sam, obrigado por vir. Não acredito que acordei diante da dupla nada dinâmica. Acho que eu vou no primeiro, né? Tudo está ao lado de Sam, pá. Você enxerga a preocupação no rosto da sua filha. Obrigado por vir. Eu não vou ler tudo isso não, tá? Dei uma olhadinha aqui. Eu tô lendo na mente. Papá, papá. Sua mãe, parará, olha pra você sorrir. É muita coisa, é muita coisa. Não tem sinal de dano sério. Sobre o quarto particular do tratamento. Agora você vê que são bastante caras. Foi tudo pago por um senhor Busman. Ele deixou aquelas fundas e disse para não se preocupar. Tire o resto da semana de folga. Ele virá na segunda. É o mínimo, né? É o mínimo que se espera.
Cara, era pra eu cair em outro lugar, velho. Puta que burrice, caralho.
Um fardo para carregar? Vamos ver. Você chega em casa e encontra a luz da cozinha ainda acesa, o que não costuma ser um bom sinal. Geralmente todos estão na cama essa hora. Abre lentamente e encontra a Sam sentada à mesa. Conta os papéis. Ela te dá um beijo rápido enquanto você senta ao lado dela. Sempre dando até volta atenção para os papéis. É a minha mãe ou é a mãe da Sam?
Ai, bandicoot, que
Infelizmente, o dia
sortuda,
que está
cara.
entrando, temos bastante para
Filha,
vivermos. Com a Suzy ajudando em casa, a enfermeira só trabalharia meio período. Sei que a situação anda complicada com dificuldade diária não são
Banda de
baratas,
doença.
mas ela é sua mãe, nós temos que fazer isso.
Ranger. Amarela, adeus.
Você dá um sorriso agradecido, é claro, obviamente. A espada de Damocles é embanhada, ao menos por enquanto. Você pega os papéis e os enfia numa gaveta. É um alívio não ter que se preocupar mais com isso. Foi o que você disse a Sam, pelo menos. Hora depois você ainda está acordado, encarando o teto, pensando. Por quanto tempo o dinheiro vai durar. Eita. Não, passou um belo de um tempo. Caraca, rapaz. Acho que vai dar ruim, hein? Dia 232, o silêncio. Direitos. Ah, já esqueci como joga tudo aqui.
Don't worry, Kath, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right, Kath. Pack up your weapons of optical destruction and get out.
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you
Ih,
are.
ó, o último deu ruim, ó.
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
It'll be all right. I'll talk to Buxton.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week. Jenny,
Ai, ai, ai.
I'm sorry, Kath, you're gonna have to leave.
You're letting it go to your head.
she nearly blinded
10
me.
seconds,
I thought we were
everybody.
part of a team these days.
Things are better, Jeremy, you know that. Just stop being so
Sorry, in
high and mighty
5,
and do your job.
You'll
4,
have me fired too.
3.
Don't tempt me. Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight.
The establishment strikes back. The World Council has agreed today to impose punitive sanctions on the people of this country.
The sanctions, which are broad-ranging, include restrictions on the supply of oil and gas, food, clothing, and even some medicines. But how should we react? We asked the public.
So how do you feel about the sanctions?
I actually think that with advance in charge we'll be fine. Of course, the rest of the world will want us to fail, or it will be their billionaires next. But I trust
Será?
Julia and Peter.
Será?
Thanks, Patrick. Fascinating stuff.
Popular Prime Minister Julia
Será,
has
cara?
released a reassuringly brave statement in response to the World Council's controversial announcement.
Ai, ai,
International
ai.
declaration is nothing short of outrageous. We are a democratically elected government with massive popular support. We do not recognise these sanctions. And we encourage other socially progressive nations of the world to both resist and ignore them. Advance have struck fear into the heart of the
Ah, calma aí que já deu ruim. Eu tô muito
É
tempo
o
sem
duplo
jogar
bacon, eu
isso,
acho.
gente. Dou muito tempo sem jogar isso. Vamos de novo. Tô perdido. 2 dias sem jogar isso já me fizeram ficar perdido. Vamos de novo.
What?
You're fired.
What for? Facial sabotage?
Jenny,
Problem?
I want her fired today, now.
Don't worry, Kath, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right, Kath. Pack up your weapons of optical destruction and get out.
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you are, Kath. Jenny?
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
It'll be all right. I'll talk to Buxton.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week.
Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey returns with a new season
Jenny?
of Incisors, and his very first guest is popular parrot
I'm
Hamilton
sorry, Kath, you're gonna have to leave.
At 11:30, it's a double bill for popular transatlantic comedy That Nuns.
You're letting it go to your head.
She nearly blinded
10
me.
seconds,
I thought we were
everybody.
part of a team these days.
Things are better, Jeremy, you know
Close
that.
out this evening's entertainment.
Stop being so
Sorry, in
high and mighty
5,
and do your job.
4,
You'll have
Time
me
to hand
fired
over
too.
to Jeremy, Megan, and all the team at the National Night.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawson.
Vamos lá, vamos lá.
I'm Jeremy
The
Dawson.
establishment
Our main
strikes
headlines
back.
tonight.
The World The Council has establishment agreed strikes today back. to impose The World punitive Council has sanctions agreed on the today to people of impose this country. punitive
The
sanctions
sanctions,
on
which are broad-ranging, include restrictions on the supply of
Exceção
oil
de
and gas,
gás,
food,
petróleo,
clothing,
roupas e
and
até
even some
remédios.
medicines. But how should we react?
Acho que eu vou no 4, hein?
We asked
What do
the
you think think about all these sanctions? What do you think about all these sanctions?
I doubt it makes a lot of difference, Pet. I've lived through 2 world wars and I smoke 40 a day. And if that ain't killed me, I doubt this will either. If that ain't killed me, I doubt this will either.
Thanks, Patrick. Fascinating stuff. Thanks, Patrick.
Popular Prime Minister Julia Salisbury has released a reassuringly brave statement in response to the World Council's controversial announcement.
This international declaration is nothing short of outrageous. We are a democratically elected government with massive popular support. We do not recognise these sanctions. And we encourage other socially progressive nations of the world to both resist and ignore them. Advance have struck fear into the heart of the international community by showing that it is possible to have radical change for the betterment of the many. And whilst I wish we could improve other countries as much as we have our own, we do not rely on the help of others to thrive. This country is entirely self-sufficient. We are a team, now more than ever. And this team is on your side. Thank you. Thank you.
Defiant stuff. But what do you, the public, think of our government's stance? Robin Short found out.
Não. Eu fui demitido. Meu Deus, cara. Meu Deus. Fiz besteirinha.
What?
You're fired.
What for? Facial sabotage?
Jenny? Problem? I want her fired today, now.
Don't worry, Kath, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right, Kath. Pack up your weapons of optical destruction and get out.
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you are, Kath. Jenny?
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
It'll be all right. I'll talk to both of them.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week. Jenny?
I'm sorry, Kath, you're going to have to leave.
At 11:30, it's a double bill for popular transatlantic comedy, That Nun.
Letting it go to your head.
She nearly blinded
10
me.
seconds,
I thought we were
everybody.
part of a team these days.
Things are better, Jeremy, you know that. Just stop being so
Going in
high and mighty
5,
and do your job.
4,
You'll have me fired too.
3.
Don't tempt me.
Meghan and all the team at the National.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight.
The establishment strikes back. The World Council has agreed today to impose punitive sanctions on the people.
Sanção punitiva eu acho que é o 3, viu?
The supply of oil and gas, food, clothing, and even some medicines. But how should we react? We asked the public.
What are your reaction to the sanctions?
Well, it's fucking outrageous. My mom needs insulin. Am I supposed to get her transitioned? What's the government doing about it? Eh?
Thanks, Patrick. Fascinating stuff.
Popular Prime Minister
Vamos lá, vamos lá.
has released a reassuringly
E aí, Jogos Geek, salve!
controversial announcement.
This international declaration is nothing short of outrageous. We are a democratically elected government with massive popular support. We do not recognise these sanctions. And we encourage other socially progressive nations of the world to both resist and ignore them. Advance have struck fear into the heart of the international community by showing that it is possible to have radical change for the betterment of the many. And whilst I wish we could improve other countries as much as we have our own, we do not rely on the help of others to thrive. This country is entirely self-sufficient. We are a team, now more than ever. And this team is on your side. Thank you.
Tá.
Defiant stuff. But what do you, the public, think of our government's stance? Robin Short found out.
I was wondering if you could tell me what you think of the government.
What? That shower of iridescent pricks? Punishing success and rewarding laziness? that are taking this country down the bloody Swanee. And it's not just me that thinks so. My wife Iris, she agrees.
A Flard day's night. Following the release of the Flardmaster 5000, production of Flards are at an all-time high, requiring the new manufacturing facility in Grizzleford to move to 24-hour-a-day production.
With people finding more and more uses for the ever-versatile Flard, the team at Remington Cyst certainly have their hands full keeping up with demand.
So, is there anything better than a handful of Flards? We asked Patrick to find out. Patrick?
Do you have an opinion of Flards at all?
Oh my god, I love Flards, doesn't everyone? Do you even remember when we didn't have Flards and we had to rely on Werbs? I'd never go back.
Pipers at the gates of dawn. Commuters in
Eu não sei nem o que são blurbs.
and amused by the latest stunt from popular pressure group Disrupt.
Silent protests were held outside underground stations throughout the capital, bringing a pleasantly surreal quality to the morning commute.
Unless, like me, you have a phobia of mimes.
But how do we, as a country, really feel about Disrupt? Robin?
How do you feel about Disrupt?
Oh, well, now you're talking. Ruddy hero, showing us not to take it lying down like Iris here.
So you both feel they're a cause worth supporting?
Well, Iris doesn't speak on mine, but we're pretty sure there's still one in there, aren't we, love? Wherever it is, it loves Disrupt, fighting the oiks for our freedom. And what could possibly be wrong with that?
Do you need me to get you some help?
Feast or famine. Resourceful doctors David Wong and Ingrid Sforsborg
Rapaz.
announced their first successful harvest in Dante's taint. Although they can currently only grow a few fungal strains, the scientists seem to be staying positive, as the following picture shows.
The undauntable scientists chose to try and survive in the cave system while the complex rescue operation inches forward up here on dry land.
Let's hope they like stroganoff.
But with Advance planning to spend an eye-watering amount of public money on the rescue craft, we asked Patrick Bannon to find out what we should all be
Vamos ver.
about the accelerating costs.
What are your thoughts on the costs of the rescue?
Oh my god, Patrick Bannon, wash your mouth out with soap. You can't put a value on human life. You have to spend whatever it takes, because one day you might be trapped in an underwater cave system and you would want exactly the same.
Exatamente.
Legal reasons of actually not allowed within 31 yards of the coastline.
I am not a number. Applications...
Calma aí, só um minuto, abrir pro gato aqui. Vamos lá.
Finally opened today for the new Advanced Team membership cards, a scheme by the government to allow fast access to all the new public services being introduced daily.
The team membership cards are entirely voluntary, but will be recognised as legal identification by all major
Oi, oi. Eu me mutei.
organisations, including the police, banks, and, rightfully, clubs and bars.
And of course,
Muito bom.
Jeremy.
It all seems too good to be true.
Well, you've always been a cynic. But most importantly, what should you, the public, think about the new team membership cards?
Team membership cards?
I don't really join things as a rule. As Mother always said, membership is mostly for unmentionables, Malcolm.
And finally tonight, back of the net, popular sports personality Johnny Hounsleaves and his fiancée Tiffany Lamour were spotted out today doing a little shopping for what many are already calling...
Sinceramente, eu não sei muito o que falar sobre esse último negócio, não. Vou ficar no meio.
Latest show, My Teenage Secretions, has sold better than expected, as by the looks of things, the whole affair's about to become more expensive than Lil C's
Diga.
collection.
I don't know who that is.
But what should your opinion be of this extravagant display of wealth?
Oh my god, fantastic!
Wise words there.
Later tonight, in a bit of a switcheroo, it'll be Jeremy in the culture chair, spitting rhymes with popular rapper Jay Zus. And then we'll both be chatting with a familiar team of thespians set to take the nation by storm again.
That's all coming up on tonight's
National
Nightly
Nightly
News.
Horrível.
First tonight, thankfully, some news as we return to our main story.
The World Council today agreed that punitive and potentially illegal sanctions should be imposed upon this country. The sanctions, which come into effect immediately, aim to stop the flow of food, fuel, and even some medicines from reaching your pockets.
Tonight, we have guests from across the continent to discuss this unprecedented situation. For Advance, Peter Clement is at his home in Lamfordshire. Are you there, Peter?
Yes, I can hear you, Jeremy. Thank you for having me.
A momentous day, Prime Minister. Are you shaken?
No, I don't scare that easy, I'm afraid, old son. And neither do the people of this country.
Well, joining us is Ivan Vodovich, Foreign Minister of Urkistan. Ivan, thank you for being here.
Great pleasure. You, Megan Wolf, are like strongest guard at labor camp who wake up inside body of crazy, expensive prostitute. In my country, you will be worshipped as a god.
Okay. Minister, as one of those arguing most strongly for these sanctions, how do you feel about Advance's defiant stance?
Advance is like man who think he have big career in movies land, when actually he in dirty sanitarium, screaming at mirror and holding tiny penis in hand.
He's clearly not from Svenland, and we have like some of the cleanest mental health facilities in the continent, yeah?
And welcome to Svenland's Minister of Mojo, Björk. I'm sorry, we don't appear to have your surname.
It's just Björk, yeah. We don't use things like socially divisive surnames here, yeah.
Minister?
It's just Björk, yeah.
Right, Björk. Your country spoke in favour of Advance at the World Council today, but you were noticeably absent when it came to the actual vote.
Well, what a surprise. The hippies didn't show up for the fight.
Actually, that's quite racist, because if you must know, we were going to go to the whole, like, voting, yeah? But it's actually the Festival of Fureland here at the moment, where we honor the old generations. So, like, we all had portraits of our grandparents clean, yeah, whilst the vote was happening, and that's like a really, really time-consuming process, actually.
You're like sissy man. You have this expression, sissy man? It's like man with tiny penis who like to wash more than once a week.
Actually, that's quite homophobic, yeah, because...
Oh, stop winding him up, Ivan. We're not back at the Grange now. Sorry, Jeremy. Ivan and I used to play golf back in my media days.
Yeah, he always wins.
Nothing gives him greater pleasure than grinding people's gears. The more publicly, the better.
Peter, you're like man with tiny penis who think he have tiny penis, but actually he
Meu Deus do céu.
Oh, could it be? No, it's tiny penis.
Ivan's just worried that when the rest of the world sees how well we're doing, they'll notice all that dosh that he's got squirreled away. Because that's what these sanctions are, Megan. They're the last pathetic gasp of an establishment in collapse. Wolves at the gates, Ivan, old mate.
Good. He can join others on my wall.
Actually, in Svenland, we have like serious animal welfare legislation. And like my friend Helga, she got arrested, yeah, for killing a butterfly that was hovering over her fuel thing. I mean, in English, jam sandwich.
I used to know a girl called Jam Sandwich. She was a right cracker too. Wonder what became of her.
We seem to be wandering a little from the news here.
That's human interest, Jeremy. The real people behind the headlines and all that. So if you're watching, Jan, give us a call.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see if we can't organise a reunion.
Christ, I'm not sure about that. I'll have to run it past Mrs. Clement first, eh?
Peter, you're like man trying to empty ashes of mistresses into oncoming vent. Soon you have tiny penis and beard full of secrets.
In Svenland, we don't really go in for all that restricted monogamy stuff here. We're kind of fluid, actually.
Okay, well, it seems that we are running out of time.
Yes, so before we go to the break, briefly, if you would, gentlemen, with the people of this country facing shortages and
possible shortages and power outages.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Possible shortages and power outages. Can you summarise your thoughts for us, Minister Björk?
Well,
Cara, esses programas dessa TV são muito bacanas.
In Finland, we replaced currency with a system of bodily fluids back in the 1970s, and that's like really hard to sanction, actually.
Thank you, Minister Vodovich.
Your country is like man who think he invented perfect trap for giant mutant hairy bear. When really, he just standing in field
Holding his tiny penis, yes. Thank you, Minister. And finally, Prime Minister Clement.
Let me talk to your viewers here, Jeremy. Don't worry, everybody. Don't be afraid. Don't even lose a wink of sleep. We knew the rest of the world would react this way, and we're ready. As my old man used to say, you can't make a shite pie without blocking a few toilets.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Reassuring words there.
We'll be back.
After these messages.
1 minute back.
Hey, Peter, I over your way this weekend. You fancy a quick 9?
Yeah, sure, front or back.
That's what I hope you're asking Megan Wolf for me.
She's out of your league, mate.
Thank you for the correction.
Well, you have to be more careful.
It's all part of his long-term plan to get fired live on the news at 6 in front of the nation.
Can someone warn him it's going a little too well?
Nota do segmento, a mais, pô. É isso aí, cara.
Are you still meant to bow to foreign royalty?
What?
Should I just like curtsy?
Hang on. Have they given you the Crown Prince report?
What?
Meghan?
This is Jeremy, and he'll be interviewing you.
Yo, thanks for having me on your show, man.
It's quite all right.
Yo, just a quick one. You're not going to ask me about the chimp, are you?
Live in 10 seconds.
He put that get up on himself. I'm just saying.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I'm Megan Wolf. Later, we have an exclusive first look at a theatrical sensation everyone's going to be talking about. But first, it's time to go over to the culture spot with lovely old Jeremy Donaldson, who's joined by a very special guest. Jeremy.
Thanks, Megan. I have the honor and privilege of being joined by hip-hop royalty. He's been called the son of the streets and the father of truth. Not sure how that works, but whatever. Let's welcome Jesus!
Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, it's a real honor to be here on your show, The News. You know, as a kid on the streets, I used to watch you through a window of the shop, so to be here right now is crazy.
You've had quite the journey to be here today. Can you tell us about it?
Well, you know, I try not to, well, you know, the past is the past, and I don't like to dwell on it.
I understand.
But yeah, man, the streets is all I remember. Like, my mother donated me to a charity shop soon after I was born. Elderly lady took pity on me. You know, she let me sleep on a pile of crime fiction until I taught myself how to walk.
Wow, that's quite the childhood.
And she died tragically. Right there in my arms, man. You know, I remember a tear falling as she lay there next to the used homeware. And in that moment, I became a child of the streets. I was just 18 months old.
What a tale. What a tale. You're known for your direct and honest lyrics. Was your style informed by your troubled past?
Oh, like I said, I try not to talk about it. It's just too hard.
Of course.
But my first album is about the story of the first 4 times I stole, so I wouldn't starve. A small group of infants came to see me as their de facto leader. They call me Mr. Cheese Slice. Anyway, we were like a family.
So it would seem. Recently, you've been quite outspoken about the government.
Yeah, fuck the government. Fuck Advance. Fuck Peter Clement.
What is it that you object to so vehemently?
Well, you know, they stole from us. They're taking our money and spending it, man.
Redistributing it. Actually, homelessness has been all but eliminated in the last couple of months.
So?
Surely that's a cause close to your heart?
Yeah, nah, of course, man, very much so. I just mean, like, why do I have to pay for it, you know?
You don't. People have been rehoused on property seized from the historically wealthy. And that couldn't have been you, could it?
Look, yeah. I worked hard to be here. I built this from nothing, and I deserve to be rewarded for that.
Would you say you worked harder than, say, a farmer or a care worker?
I don't know. But if people are taking something from my music, choose to value it, buy it, who's to say I don't? And no one can take that away from me.
Not even to help, say, vulnerable children? Mr. Cheeseless.
What is it you're trying to say?
I just don't understand where you've placed yourself politically. I mean, is it ideological or is it tactical?
Well, it's more of a
Or
like...
maybe it's hereditary.
Stop trying to tie me in knots with your words, Jeremy. I let the music speak for itself. And the people agree with me.
Well, that remains to be seen. But you have given me a very easy segue out of a conversation that I promise you was much more painful for me than it was for you. So here he is. Mrs. Ludlow's Tears.
Oh no, I'm going to do something a little different. It's a new single I've been working on.
Oh, so this is unapproved, is it?
Yeah. You love it?
Excellent. Don't worry, we've got a state-of-the-art censorship system. What's the worst that could happen? So here he is with a new song. Aren't we lucky?
Vamos ver.
Jesus!
Jesus.
You're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Well, we're all different races from many different places. At any given moment, only one could be the greatest. So you can feel elation from your participation. Still two leaders in this motherfucking nation. Now we're getting sanctioned, talking about expansion. Why does Julius require a massive fucking mansion? So fuck all your schemes. I don't need your freaky team, and I don't need your help to achieve my fucking dreams. So don't make a fuss when you find you're one of us. Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus. And you can call me crazy, cause no one ever pays me. But I won't waste a lifetime being motherfucking lazy. I may be inventive, my taste may be expensive, but why would I get out of bed with no fucking incentive? Although it's contravention of your obvious intention, I like to eat a little of the fruits in my invention. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. The best of the praise, of the crest of the wave, cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Take this fact, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head, cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. It's time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. So this is for the snub ones, the push and the shove ones, the folks that feel the burden of their motherfucking loved ones. Ones who had plenty like a motherfucking Bentley. The ones who now finding out their bank accounts are empty. The ones of aspiration who had to flee a nation. The ones who built a business out of dreams of perspiration. There's all sorts of people, the good and the evil. It only takes a glance to see we're not all equal. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. And the best of the praise, serve the crest of the ways, cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head, cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Get out of your seats, get your asses in the streets, set a fire in the building, let them feel some fucking heat. Say you hate to go getters, you're squilling bed letters, and burn them on the pyres of advances fucking letters. Gonna take his facts, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head, cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Chase that dream, you don't need a fucking team, and advances little dances aren't as harmless as it seems, cause they're stale and corrupt, then you're angry corrupt, then your hearts and your minds and your fists to destruct.
Jesus there with his new song. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. I'm sorry. I may not agree with you, but I'd just like to offer you an apology. I've just been told that there was some kind of issue upstairs, and an attempt was made to censor some of your lyrics.
What? Are you joking?
I'd just like to say
Eita, e fui eu que censurei.
it was a mistake.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe this.
Here at the National Nightly News, we pride
Caralho, eu censurei ele. Eu censurei ele, mano.
and independent of any outside interference. You have my word. We will never censor ideas. Back to you, Megan.
Well, a bit of dangerous language there, sorry about that. Well, thank you to little Jeremy Donaldson for providing our culture spot. Coming up, we'll be speaking to a couple of familiar faces about their upcoming dramatic outing. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
That's the ad.
Just to remind using that old VCR.
No, this is ridiculous. Who's up on
Last ad break.
This is just a mix-up, I'm sure. Now, if you come with me, I really do have to ask
Oh,
you to
trust me.
leave.
My father's going to hear about this.
I understand. This is unbelievable, Megan.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jeremy.
Rapaz, nota do segmento. É, mané. Tomamos mané. Esse segmento foi uma bomba. Podia ter sido melhor, viu? Eu não sabia se eu era pra censurar. Se não era pra censurar, eu não entendi. Eu acho que azul era... Eu poderia censurar como... Poderia não. Não compreendi.
And Mr. Harris, and this is Ms. Radin.
What?
Philippa, please.
You're back together again, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Perhaps a lower order demon.
Yes, it is awfully exciting, isn't it?
Right, okay then. We're going live in 10 seconds, opening on camera 1. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back, and no, you're not mistaken. Sitting across from us are some very familiar faces.
You really are too kind, Megan. It was only a yogurt commercial, but I'm still proud of it.
Here to talk about his new show, we're joined by national treasure Tommy Harris, the National Theatre's Philippa Radin, and National Deficit Jeff Algebra.
It's so lovely to have you all. Tommy, would you like to tell us about the show?
You know what? I'd bloody love to. It's about me. It's about my life.
And where did the idea come from?
So, right, picture this. Their legs akimbo, mid-session, sweat is pouring out of me like an immense hog. And then Cindy comes in, she says, Pete's on the phone.
That's Peter Clement, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, Pete's actually a really good mate of mine.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, no, he comes to training sometimes. He's actually a pretty good goal sweeper. Anyway, so, yeah, Pete, he says, Toby, he thinks my name's Toby, see? He says, how would you like to spread your message of team spirit and cooperation across this fractured nation? How would you like to really make a difference in these desperate times?
What did you say?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, Jeff, the question on everyone's lips is, what in God's name are you doing here?
Well, after the success of my debut work and all the people that I've touched, I knew that I had a career in theatre. Yeah? I've always been an admirer of Tommy from afar. So when my manager phoned and said that I'd been offered the gig as director, I was ecstatic. I whipped my trousers off and got straight to work.
Why did you do that?
I do all my best work with my trousers off.
Yeah, I've been told that too.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Right, Tommy, sorry, would you just give us a sense of what the show is actually about?
It's about how hard it's been for me and some of the struggles that I've faced. It's like really getting to the heart of how tough it is to be me. I call it Tommy Harris, Jesus.
Meu Deus do céu.
Catchy. We actually have some clips of the process of the show. Would you mind telling us what's going on here?
Yeah, so the show is built around two things that are very important to me. It mixes scenes from my life as well as epic fantasy retellings of
Mas eu acho que tá meio baixo.
scenes from my life.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
I'm sorry, son. You're an embarrassment.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
Back, demon! Back to the hells!
Philippa, what's it been like co-starring with Tommy Harris?
I've always dreamed of treading the boards at medium-scale regional theatres, Megan. And for once, this show really gives me something to sink my teeth into.
What's different about this show then?
Tommy, Mr. Harris's show really lets me show my tremendous range as an actor. I've always suffered from typecasting, forced to play the same tired characters in every god-awful yogurt advert or godforsaken soap opera or, God forbid, a pantomime. But, you know, this show has really let me just go there.
Jeff, the viewers at home will be dying to know exactly what is it that you bring to the show.
Good question. I think these guys would agree with me when I say that it's my steady hand on the tiller, my arm round the shoulder approach that's really brought the production from strength to strength.
Absolutely right. Jeff's contributions are immeasurable. He was our rock.
Can you give us a sneak peek of anything else that might be in the show?
Yeah, all sorts, yeah.
Yep. We've got lots of exclusive first-hand experiences of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
And some epic fantasy retellings of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
You'll never take the sacred path! And am I right in saying this was officially commissioned by the government?
Yeah, all paid for by the taxpayer, which, you know, to be honest, is actually a lifesaver, really.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that without Advance's support, we'd have had to cut the finale.
Which frankly would have been a travesty.
Meu Deus, um dragão, mano. Game of Thrones.
For what? And the public are footing the bill, are they?
Too bloody right they are. Between the cost of my tour bus and the dry cleaning of my ties, I'm barely scraping a profit here.
Amazing. And where can the folks at home come and see this for themselves?
We're performing all over the nation.
And people can see it for absolutely free, all courtesy of Advance. Isn't that incredible, Jeremy?
Yes, it's unbelievable.
Meu Deus.
So much for coming. Next time we see you, no doubt you'll have taken our jobs.
That's all we have time for tonight. Join us tomorrow when I'll be interviewing the world's most attractive horse. I'm Jeremy Donson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. And from all of us here, have a peaceful night.
That's the ads. Let's get reset for tomorrow, please.
Meu Deus do céu.
Into each other like this, eh?
Oh.
Transmissão concluída. Nota do segmento B. Até que não foi tão ruim. Você recebeu todo o pagamento. PC diminuiu, RS subiu um pouco e o Illuminati subiu um pouco, ND desceu. O mundo não, o governo, né, tá fazendo merda. Eu vou chamar isso aqui de que dos rebeldes, vamos colocar assim. Só deixa eu... os rebeldes estão aumentando, né? E o meu chefe me ama ainda, então tá tudo bem.
Vem comer. Comer pastel. Onde é feijão? Vem logo comer.
Então vamos lá. Dia 252, uma carreira promissora. É uma preguiçosa tarde de domingo no verão. Vocês sempre aproveitam ao máximo a ausência das crianças. Você bate a cabeça na... Você é muito mais perto de guardar as coisas. Charlie voltando aos determinados. Você vai praticamente correndo para encontrar quando ele chega. Está sorrindo de orelha a orelha. Vamos ver. Estão prontos? Movimento de imagem que puxa um crachá do bolso orgulhosamente mostra a vocês enquanto anuncia. A partir de hoje sou membro iniciante dos cadetes de coesão. É bastante trabalho e vou perder alguns finais de semana, mas é legal. Vocês sempre comemoram pelo seu filho, né? Vamos ver. Vamos tentar ser um bom pai, né? Apoiador. Vamos ver. Uma criança crescida. Você sempre jantou com a família para marcar eventos importantes. Esta noite não é exceção. Você até convidou o Chris como um gesto de paz. Ou sempre convidou. Será a última vez que vocês se reunirão por um tempo. Até agora você conseguiu evitar discutir política com Chris ou Suzy, algo que se não agradece sem dúvida. Suzy tem passado bastante tempo com o namorado, você tem a impressão de que ela nunca para em casa. Quando Suzy e Zack propuseram um grande jantar em família esta noite, você ficou um pouco surpreso. Você ficou um pouco surpreso dado o tempo que os dois passam grudados na deles. Zack e Chris sempre se deram muito bem, para seu desgosto. É claro que Suzy, aos olhos da sua mãe, nunca seria capaz de fazer algo errado. Por isso, apesar de todos estarem amontoados em volta da mesa da cozinha, o clima é de felicidade. Você dá um gole no drink e curte o momento. Você e Zack nunca concordam em muitos assuntos de política, embora não tenham a mesma inclinação. Dele. Você admite que às vezes ele tem bons argumentos sobre o governo. De qualquer forma, o que importa é que a Suzy está feliz. Suzy se levanta e bate com a colher no copo, silenciando o falatório. Queremos fazer um anúncio. Queríamos estar reunidos. Zack e eu vamos morar juntos, tá? Menos mal. Bom, por enquanto vamos morar no apartamento do Zack, até encontrarmos um cantinho só nosso. Que ótima notícia, fico feliz por vocês. Suzy sorri enquanto Sam se vira para ela entusiasmadamente. Conta pra gente os lugares que vocês estão pesquisando. É bom ver sua filha feliz. É hora da Suzy e Jack ir embora para o novo lar do casal. O que vocês e Sam não sabiam é que, enquanto vocês estiveram ausentes durante a tarde, eles fizeram a mudança das coisas da Suzy de surpresa. Entre algumas lágrimas e muitos sorrisos, vocês os assistem partir. Até Chris se comportou bem esta noite. Tomara que tudo dê certo. Você fecha a porta, enquanto Sam desaparece escada acima. Percebendo que ela não voltou, você a procura e encontra sentada no chão do quarto vazio de Suzy. Você se senta encostada na parede e coloca seus braços em volta dos ombros dela. Todos precisam crescer um dia. Rapaz. Um sinal do que há por vir. Vamos ver. Fazer compras já era uma tarefa enfadonha antes das sanções, mas agora se tornou um verdadeiro martírio. Você conseguiu quase tudo o que precisava para a família esta noite, mas terá que voltar amanhã para se abastecer para a semana. Há uma fila para sair do estacionamento, mas você não entende o motivo por causa da escuridão. Seja o que for, tomara que não demore. Quando o carro à sua frente se afasta, você percebe que na verdade a fila é causada por um posto de controle montado na saída. Vestindo o uniforme da Advanced, a sigla ACO estampada em várias partes, Um homem de aparência amigável se aproxima do seu carro e bate na janela. Você abre. Boa noite. Não há motivo para preocupação. Só quero ver seu cartão de inscrição da equipe. Cartão de inscrição da equipe, por gentileza. Esses cartões não eram opcionais? Desculpe, não tenho um. Ah, não tem problema. Temos formulários aqui e iremos inscrevê-lo com o maior prazer. Um homem acena para o colega atrás dele, uma jovem usando o mesmo uniforme. Todo o trabalho com a papelada claramente sobrou para ela. Bom, já que você está aqui, vou me inscrever. Pensei que esses cartões não eram obrigatórios. Eu vou nesse de baixo. Ah, bem. Na verdade, eles não são. Porém, eles só trazem benefícios, não há razão para não ter. O sorriso dele encolhe. Ele leva a mão no pescoço e coça enquanto se inclina sobre você. Agora, com uma postura um pouco intimidante. Não. Eu não vou. Num instante, aquela postura amigável é substituída por uma expressão de profunda desaprovação. Bem, é claro que eu não posso obrigá-lo a se inscrever, mas recomendo muito que o faça, o quanto antes. Não queremos que as pessoas pensem que você tem algo a esconder, concorda? Ele dá um passo para trás e acena para que você prossiga. No espelho retrovisor, você tem certeza que o vê anotando algo. Você acelera para casa um pouco mais apressado do que antes. Aparentemente, a Advance quer muito que todos entrem para a equipe. E rapaz, coisa boa não é. É sábado, um dos seus poucos dias de folga. Você aproveitou o máximo que pôde. Mas, conforme o fim da tarde chega, o convite da porta da geladeira o encara de forma opressora. A festa da gala de Chanel On é um evento de trabalho obrigatório, disse Bosman, sem pestanejar. Inclusive, nem pense em se atrasar. Ah, eu não vou abrir mão de mais uma noite de sábado não, sinceramente. É isso aí. Deixa as consequências para segunda. A onda de calor.
Wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So we've got any actual real news tonight.
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
Ever since these illegal sanctions were imposed, we have gratefully relied upon trade and aid from our worldwide friends who, like us, refuse to recognise their legitimacy. Today's escalation, however, is nothing short of an act of war. We call upon our international allies to condemn this blockade absolutely, and we warn aggressors to this country that we are neither meek nor defenceless. Thank you.
Rapaz.
Three's a crowd. It seems the celebrity wedding of the decade might have been a touch busier than expected. In a photo leaked today, it appears the union of football star Johnny Hamsleeves and his bride, Tiffany Lamour, may have had a few uninvited guests. Hundreds lined the street to celebrate with the happy couple. Eyewitnesses say a cheer went up as the blushing bride passed by in her carriage, shaped like a bacon sandwich, which is said to be either a protest against the meat industry or a mix-up at the carriage factory. In it to win it. Exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. Kiss me, Flardy. The nation's favourite all-rounder, the humble Flard, has risen to new heights today after a surprise announcement. The news that Flard fans all over the territory have been waiting for is finally here. In a statement met with universal delight, Remington's Fist unveiled the next chapter for that faithful family favourite, the Flard. Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury Boatshoe, rumoured to be mortal enemies, are to reunite to celebrate their one mutual love in Die Flard the movie. Self-confessed Flardy, Sophia Remington, said, "It's only right that the real hero of our age takes centre stage in this no-holds-Flard action thriller." Oh, Captain, my Captain. Progress today for the stranded scientists of Dante's Taint, as the captain leading their rescue mission is announced. The trapped team have survived in the cave system for many months now, but hope is on the horizon as the expedition leader is announced by the Board of Underground Theoretics. Given rumours of incompetence throughout his career, Captain Archibald Viator III has proven a controversial choice. His troubling service record includes accusations of being drunk, disorderly and disrobed on duty.
Gente, eu vou ter que dar uma parada. Vamos... Por motivo de força maior, vamos ter que encerrar essa live agora, tá? Eu espero que tenham gostado. A gente continua do início desse dia na próxima live, tá certo? Essa live foi mais curta, mas deixa um like aí, tá? E mais tarde a gente volta. Fui!